Hey everyone, my name is Dave Mate, and today I want to talk about what yerba mate is and compare it and contrast it to something we all know, we're all very familiar with, green tea. Now, I'm a part of an organization called Circle of Drink. Yes, we are a company. We do sell the best organic yerba mate in the world. Cheers to that. But we're not just a company, we're more than a company. We are a community of individuals that say no to disease. We say no to being tired and feeling like crap all day. We say no to not being productive. We say no to isolating ourselves and being bored and feeling down. We say no to all those things. And we say yes to health. We say yes to coming together, building community, building relationships, building all the great things that bring people together, that strengthen people, that produce happiness. Yerba mate, this single drink beyond a drink, has shown us the ability to come together, to feel great, to feel healthy, and to just feel alive again. I don't know how this drink does it. I don't know how yerba mate works. We could study all the science we want, and we'll get into some of the science pretty soon, a little later, but there is a sort of magic to yerba mate that is beyond the microscope. It's beyond the probes, and it's beyond the sort of scientific experiments, because it cannot be quantified. The feeling that we get from yerba mate. Now, of course, with all herbs out there, consult with your doctor before taking any herbs, okay? Do your own due diligence, do your own research. But I really think by the time that this video is over, you're going to really want to get a hold of some of this stuff called yerba mate, because it's something that you begin to drink and you may not know what it's doing at first. You may not know why you feel happier. You may not know why your cholesterol has dropped. You may not know why your type 2 diabetes, your glucose levels have normalized. You may not know why you just feel great and invigorated again. But as you continue to drink mate, it'll be like a light bulb that just goes off and you'll be like, you know what? This is the stuff that's helping me. This is the stuff that's making me feel better. This is the stuff that is giving me the energy that I need every single day. So this is yerba mate. Now, let's go over some basics here. There's only one tea plant in the world, okay? Technically there's only one. It's called Camellia sinensis. This is where we get green tea, black tea, oolong tea, all the sort of teas. It comes from Camellia sinensis. But yerba mate can also be made like tea with a French press or a tea infuser, or even just a simple tea bags, which we sell. So to make things easier, I call it yerba mate tea, because it could be made like tea. And basically, it's an herb similar to green tea, but you'll soon learn that it's even better than green tea. Now, yerba mate comes from a holly plant called Ilex paraguayensis. It's native to Brazil, Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina, mostly in Paraguay, where it's native to. And it's a drink that's been consumed for thousands of years by the Guarani, the native tribes to South America. They are basically some of the most indigenous peoples of South America. And they prayed to the gods of mate. They actually consumed it every single day. They cherished it. This was at the cornerstone of their culture, yerba mate. So yerba mate has a deep history. We're not going to go into all the deep history of it, but suffice it to say, it's been around for a long time. It's not going anywhere. And it's been vetted by the Guarani tribe, which by my standards, if they've been drinking it for thousands of years, that already tells me that this is something that's amazing to drink. It's something that's safe to drink, and it's something that just simply works. So I've been drinking it for about 4.5 years now. I drink about at least 1 to 2 liters of this stuff a day. In order for it to be effective, you should be drinking at least 1 liter of it a day. The way to do that is to get yourself a French press, and a French press is about 4 cups, 4 8 ounces, 1 liter. Just brew that up, Drink 4 cups a day, at least. Now, as you begin to develop your relationship with mate, you'll probably be somewhere around what I do with about 2 liters a day. That's about 8 cups of mate a day. You could also get tea bags and drink it that way. Now, let's get into some of the similarities of yerba mate and green tea. Both very powerful herbs. Green tea, for about 10 years, 11 years now, I've been a big fan of green tea. I got into it in about 2003, 2004, when I started to become more conscious and aware of my diet, and green tea was one of those things that just popped up in front of me, and I started drinking it every single day. I absolutely loved green tea. I would have never imagined that by 2009, when I started drinking mate, that I would ever have outright stopped drinking green tea. Green tea is good stuff. But when I found out about mate, I was like, you know what? No hard feelings, green tea, but see you later, man. You're out of here. Of course, coffee. I had to get rid of coffee as well. Now, some of the similarities between green tea and yerba mate tea. They both help with lowering cholesterol. Both have shown abilities to lower cholesterol. They both help protect your heart, help through the aid of vitamin E, help decrease LDL, the bad sort of cholesterol, helps keep the valves of your heart clean and shiny and sort of a thin layer of mucus that you want in there. They're both good for mental clarity. They help you with your cognition. They help you with your brain thinking properly, being able to comprehend things. Both very great for that. Very good brain foods. They're both good for diabetes, helping normalize your glucose levels, your sugar levels. They both have shown the ability to inhibit cytotoxicity, which is toxins of the cell on a cellular level. So they help remove toxins from your body. They help to detoxify your body. They help to inhibit, and this is very important because not a lot of people know this, inhibit cancerous growth or the proliferation of cancer if someone already has it. So both yerba mate and green tea help with cancer. There's been positive results proven to show that these herbs help with cancer. Okay? So, of course, they also help with digestion. Both help clean your gastrointestinal tract, help rid it of toxins, because remember, most of your immune system, I'd say 80% or so, is in your GI tract, your gastrointestinal tract. That's how you get that saying, you are what you eat. Well, scientifically, that's very, very true. What you put into your body is what you feel like. It's what you become. I mean, it's a very sort of elementary logic. What you eat, you're going to feel. You're going to experience. So, there's a lot of similarities between green tea and mate. Let's talk about caffeine for a second. Now, green tea has about 30 milligrams of caffeine per cup. Mate has about 75 milligrams of caffeine per cup. So, mate has a little bit more caffeine. But the thing to remember with mate is that, and this is very, very important, that the caffeine in mate doesn't work the same as it does in tea or coffee. Now, what does that mean? That means that if you were to drink 3 liters or 4 liters of tea every single day, or even coffee, you would be wired, you'd be tired, you'd be ready to explode. Your body can't handle that. But if you were to drink the same amount of mate per day, you'd feel as smooth as butter. If you drink 2-3 liters of mate a day, you're going to be fine. Trust me, I've been doing it for 4.5 years, and I may be one of the healthiest people you know, one of the calmest people you know, one of the, enough about me. You'll soon find out when you start drinking mate how this thing works. Mate has these other sort of compounds, xanthines they call them, which are excitatory chemicals called theobromine and theophylline. Mate and tea both share these group of what you call methylxanthines, alkaloids. These alkaloids help you to breathe better. They open up your blood vessels, vasodilation. They protect your body from mood swings. They help regulate your sense of well-being and happiness. Very good chemicals. Both of them have them. Minerals, tons of minerals they both have. magnesium, manganese, zinc, phosphorus, all the minerals for the building blocks of life, mate and green tea both have. So those are some of the similarities. You could see that mate and tea are pretty much neck to neck right now. But now we're going to talk about some of the things that really separate mate from green tea. And believe me, they're oceans apart. Oceans apart. Now, when you begin to understand what mate could do for you, you have to begin on an antioxidant, understanding what antioxidants are, what they do. Now, essentially, antioxidants are these group of molecules in your body. Everybody has them, and they're sort of the protectors. They protect your body. They go and scavenge and find these targets. These targets are called free radicals. Now, free radical it's like the murderer of your body. Now, you can't get rid of them, of course. They're in your body for a reason, but basically they're the cause of all disease, all destruction in the body. Essentially, they're missing a part. They're basically missing an arm, and they're just pissed off. So with their other arm, they're just shooting things up. They're just totally destroying everything in your body. That's what free radicals do. They're basically missing an electron, and since they don't have an electron, they go around and robbing everybody else's electron to try to balance themselves, and they create this gang, essentially, this chain of free radicals, and they just gang up on everybody and start giving you cancer, start giving you high blood pressure, start giving you disease. Now, the great thing about mate that separates it from green tea is that the concentration of antioxidants is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's not just enough for an herb to have antioxidants. You have to deal with the concentration, because the thing about mate is that it has such a high level of antioxidants and such a biologically diverse combination that it seems to just really be effective against these crazy guys out there in your body called free radicals. In particular, mate has a group of antioxidants called chlorogenic acid and caffeoquinic acids. Now, these group of acids are antioxidants. They act as antioxidants, and they are very specific to yerba mate. Mate has them in very high concentrations. These group of antioxidants help to really deliver the power of mate's antioxidant capacity. Without them, mate would not even be close as powerful as it is right now. They're just unbelievable. And those compounds are unique to mate. Now, green tea has a compound that mate doesn't have. It's called EGCG, okay? And it's very powerful. Very, very powerful. And it's pretty much specific to green tea. Mate doesn't have it. That's one of the things, one of the differences that you want to take note of. But if you begin to study, which I've been studying mate for over 4.5 years, I actually even wrote a book about it right here called Mateology, which is selling very well right now on Amazon.com. In the first couple of weeks, it was actually top 100,000 sellers on Amazon. So there's a lot of people out there that are interested in mate, that are learning from what I'm doing, Circle of Drink. So a little transition here. If you want to get that book, just go to Amazon.com, type in Mateology. So EGCG is great. Yerba mate doesn't have it, green tea has it. But the difference between EGCG and chlorogenic acid and caffeol derivatives and the saponins that are in mate, they pale in comparison. Mate's powerhouse is it's like a guy walking into the gym and he can lift 400 or 500 pounds and then jump up and run around. That's what mate is. But then green tea is some guy who just can't even lift up the bar without any weights on. He can't even lift up the bar. That's the difference here, if you begin to study the research and you see what's out there. Now, there's also a group of chemicals called saponins. Yerba mate has them, green tea has them, but yerba mate has them in very high concentrations, not like green tea. So high that the anti-inflammatory effects of yerba mate and the ability to lower cholesterol, which derives, these powers come from the saponins. When you compare that to what green tea does, again, it pales in comparison. Green tea, it's almost incomparable. It's hard to compare. Now, there's a group of about 250 of these volatile chemicals, okay? Now, out of this 250, there are about 144 of these great chemicals. Great chemicals, they help with many different things: antioxidant, anti-immunogenic, you know, anti-cancer, anti-obesity, anti-inflammatory. Yerba mate and green tea, they share 144 of them, same chemicals. But mate has 50 more than green tea. 50 more, that's incredible, that's amazing, 50 more. So right there you could see, mate is so much stronger than green tea. Yerba mate tea is the grandfather, is the boss. Green tea, it's just a soldier, you know? So, let's kind of wrap this thing up. We spoke about green tea, we spoke about yerba mate, we showed the similarities. And now I want to conclude with one of the main things I haven't spoke about that separates yerba mate tea from green tea is the feeling of euphoria, the feeling of well-being, the feeling of amazing. You only get that from yerba mate tea. You don't get that from green tea. When you drink yerba mate tea, you feel something that you've never felt before. I've seen this over and over again. I've been doing this for almost 5 years now, so I'm basically a scientist. I'm one of the foremost proponents of yerba mate in the United States of America, maybe even the world. And the great thing about it is that everyone that comes across what I'm doing and what we're doing with Circle of Drink, they become the greatest proponents of yerba mate. It's not just me, okay? We are a family, a group of people. This is a mission that we're on to spread health, to spread power, to spread self-improvement through this drink, this vessel, yerba mate. Now, when you drink yerba mate, you get an energy, you get a clarity of mind, what I call creative clarity, that you don't get from coffee, definitely not coffee. And tea, you get a little bit of it, but not even close. Not even close. Okay? So, get your hands on some of this stuff called yerba mate. Try it out. Drink at least 1 liter a day. That's 4 cups. 1 liter a day, at least. I drink 2 to 3, you know, because I'm a seasoned drinker. But just start off with 1 liter a day. Get yourself a pound of loose leaf yerba mate, or get yourself some bags. We have bags as well, tea bags. We're located at circleofdrink.com, and just try it out for 1 month. Prove it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to try this out for 1 month and just see how you feel after 1 month. Check your cholesterol levels. Check your glucose, sugar levels if you have diabetes. You know, check your scans. Go get scanned if you have any sort of disease, and you will see improvements. Don't let me tell you. Tell yourself. You owe it to yourself to try yerba mate tea. You just owe it to yourself. Okay? Now, to kind of wrap up this whole thing, the power of yerba mate compared to green tea comes from its concentration of antioxidants. Comes from its concentration of these chemicals called saponins. Comes from its concentration of these caffeol derivatives, you know, chlorogenic acid, all these sort of acids that are specific to mate that make it a powerhouse, that really blast it beyond where tea is. You know, tea's here, mate's here, it's up here, you know. It just restores life. It brings your body back to alkalinity, brings it back to the right pH levels. You know, if you drink coffee all day and you drink tea all day, that's like throwing garbage in your body and feeling sick about it and feeling horrible, but you continue to do it. Your body just can't handle those things. It just can't handle those harsh amounts of coffee. It's just too acidic. Like I said, tea's decent, it's not bad, but when you compare it to yerba mate, my friends, you're in a whole nother ball game. I've been in this game for almost 5 years now. My name is Dave Mate. Give it a chance. I hope that this brief comparison and contrast of yerba mate tea, which comes from the plant Ilex paraguadiensis, and green tea, which comes from Camellia sinensis, has shown you that green tea is great. It's good, but mate is phenomenal. It's astronomical. And of course, coffee. Forget about coffee. I'm not even going to talk about coffee in this video because you should know by now, coffee's horrible. Coffee's acidic. Coffee's like drinking pure acid, literally. throw that away. You don't need that. Yerba Mate tea, guys. My name is Dave Mate. Find me at circleofdrink.com, or sign on to Facebook and just type in Circle of Drink and you can find one of our communities. And just try this stuff. You owe it to yourself. Drink a liter a day. I challenge you. Drink 1 liter a day for 30 days. I challenge you to do that. If you could do that, and you could look me in the eyes and say, Dave, this stuff didn't help. This stuff was, it weakened me. Then guess what? I guarantee you, I will refund your money. Yes, I will refund your money. Call me back in a month. Email me back in a month. If the stuff didn't work for you, if it didn't help you, I'll refund your money. I won't even ask why. I'll just say, dude, here's your money back. Ma'am, here's your money back. Sir, here's your money back. Whatever it is that you spent. Who else could guarantee you that? That's how much I believe in this stuff. That's why I wrote a book on this stuff. And that's why I'm just singing this song for Yerba Mate every single day. This stuff is the elixir of life. All right, I'll let you guys get out of here. Check out the website, circleofdrink.com. Take a look at our catalog. You're going to find all different types of varieties. We have flavors, mint, cinnamon, vanilla beans, all sorts of stuff. You're going to like it. It's delicious. The best stuff on earth. Thank you guys for listening. This is Dave Mate from circleofdrink.com. Take it easy. Bye.